Hey there, loved ones. Today we are going to be getting into my top 10 steps for how to eat healthy on a budget. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. My name is Science Star J, and this is Fully Loving Yourself, where I have been sharing my journey of holistic healing and self-care. Now, we do a lot of plant-based foods over on this channel. In the beginning of my journey, I was wasting a lot of food because I didn't know how to prepare it. I didn't know how to store it. And there was just so many factors that went into it. So today I want to get into how to eat healthy on a budget and reduce how much food you're buying and using. Now, my first tip is to plan and prepare your meals for the week. Okay, so get you a grocery list, write out everything that you want to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the week. If you have multiple people in your home, if it's just you, this is going to be an amazing step for making sure that you go to the grocery store and get exactly what you need, and just getting exactly what you need by sticking to that list and nothing more. By cooking at home, this gives you the opportunity to have control over your portion sizes, over how much you're buying, where you're shopping at, because different stores have different sales and different prices, so you can shop according to your budget. And I also like to mention that when you cook your meals from scratch, they're oftentimes a lot cheaper and more cost effective than if you were to eat out or buy prepackaged foods. Especially because if you buy enough, it can last you for a few days as opposed to enough for just that one meal. Like if you get a bag of kale, that bag of kale can last you through the week if you prepare it correctly. Now, my next tip is to buy in bulk, the things that you can, okay? So things like rice, legumes, beans, seeds, nuts, things that you can have in bulk for a long period of time, buy them in bulk. I recently went to Costco's for the first time and bought things in bulk, and some of those things actually lasted us like a month with the two of us. I also buy things like canned beans from the store, bags of beans, things that we can incorporate into our meals on a lazy day or just in general, and add our weekly produce to it to make a full meal. If you are somebody who has meat eaters in your home, you can buy your meat in bulk at a place like Sam's Club or Costco's and just store it for a while. And we found that by doing that, we actually were able to minimize how much we spent on groceries for the month. Now, if you watch my vlog on my Costco haul, I actually went to 4 different grocery stores in that video. We went to Lidl's, the Farmer's Market, Trader Joe's, and Costco's, and we price matched each of the things that we got there to see where we could buy the most affordable things. And so my next tip is actually going to be buying produce that's in season. We found that by trying to buy things that were out of season, they were actually more expensive. So buying things that are in season typically cost less. A watermelon in the winter is obviously going to be more expensive than finding it in the spring and the summer when it's more easily accessible. This is also the perfect opportunity to go and patronize and support your local farmers markets because they obviously have things that are in season. Now, like I said, this is a plant-based channel, and so my next tip is going to be prioritizing plant-based proteins. So things such as your beans, your lentils, soy-free tofu for those who eat tofu. Those are oftentimes more affordable than animal proteins. For my household, because my husband does still eat meat, I'll buy like a pack of chicken, but because he eats what I cook and he enjoys it, that meat oftentimes lasts him for a week or two. And so because we eat like that, the things that I buy typically last us for weeks. And if you buy them dry, that actually can be more affordable than buying them in a can as well. And my 5th tip is minimizing food waste. By planning out your meals for the week, this allows you to minimize your food waste and essentially save you more money. When I realized how much food I was throwing out every week, it was like, because I was over planning or just going to the store and just grabbing things that I had no idea what I was going to do with, but it just seemed like a good idea, I ended up wasting a lot of that food. So that grocery list is key when you're going grocery shopping. Another thing with that is that you can eat leftovers, okay? Eat leftovers for lunch or transform them into a new recipe. If you have leftover rice, make some fried rice. If you have leftover noodles, make you some spaghetti. Or if it's something in excess that you don't want to eat for the second time, freeze it and then use it at a later date. That is something that I really had to learn, because I'm like, dang, we are wasting a lot of food and this is essentially wasting money, and we don't want to do that. So learning those life hacks for the kitchen have been essential in our plant-based journey. Now, another major tip that I wish that I would have known sooner or thought about sooner was utilizing frozen fruits and vegetables as opposed to trying to buy everything fresh and organic. You can still find organic frozen foods at Whole Foods or another grocery store, but by trying to buy everything fresh, I was wasting a lot of money. So by buying things frozen helped me to minimize my waste and helped me to save money. You can use these things for soups, stews, smoothies as a side. Like, there's so many things that you can do with frozen vegetables, and I actually prefer frozen vegetables over canned vegetables. They tend to like have less salt and preservatives, and they're flash frozen when they're picked. So go ahead and get you some frozen vegetables. Now, another hack tip for minimizing your costs in the kitchen when you're grocery shopping is prioritizing whole wheat. Things like brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat pasta. I actually prefer to eat gluten-free pasta, but even still with that, it keeps you fuller longer. It's full of fiber, and these are things that you can buy in bulk that will last you quite some time. I believe we have pasta in there that I bought like last month. You can still eat that for a quick meal. You can make you a quick spaghetti, a quick Alfredo. You can make a quick meal with some pasta or some quinoa as a rice replacement, or just rice and veggie. There are so many things that you can do when you prioritize whole grains and things like that. Now, something that I've been learning to do, especially in this economy, and it makes me feel like an adult, is I'm shopping sales now. Like, I haven't gotten to the point where I'm looking at the newspaper or like the paper that they give you at the store with the coupons in them. But when I do go to the grocery store and I'm planning my meals out, I am looking for the sales, like, you know, you get 2 of these for $5, or, you know, something like that. So making sure that you are looking for sales when you're shopping, and also with that, shopping at the grocery stores that will give you a cheaper price. Like, for me, I know I'm not gonna go shop at Harris Teeter. I'm more likely to go to Lidl's or Aldi's and shop a sale if I have to go to Whole Foods. I do prefer to buy my produce organic or to get my frozen produce organic. You could also sign up for loyalty programs, and that will give you points that you can use towards grocery shopping. And number 9 is a good one for people who have a green thumb, is to grow some of your own food. Now, this wasn't something that I would have considered until meeting my husband, and when I was told that I had to go on this plant-based journey, he decided to grow me a garden of different fruits and vegetables. We had kale, cauliflower, what else did we have? Spinach, mint, different things that he grew in the garden that we ate a lot, that contributed to our household. And things like broccoli sprouts, you can buy those and grow those in your house. So different things like that that are super simple and easy to make. And if you don't want to do it yourself, you have a partner who might want to get into growing fruits and veggies, you know, a nice task for them to get into, because my husband loves it. So yeah, growing your own fruits and vegetables. And my last tip that I wasn't aware of until a few weeks ago is to go to food banks. Food banks actually give away a lot of good foods, like good foods that you would buy at a grocery store that they just give away. It's free, and that will help you to minimize your costs. There are different churches and organizations that have weekly meal giveaways, weekly food giveaways. I believe you go to some of these organizations, you sign up, they give you a number, and then they come out and they bring you all this food depending on how many people are in your home. So definitely don't sleep on food banks, okay? And don't think that there's anything wrong with asking for help or going to different things like that, or talking to family and seeing how you can pull together. Like, do you have this and how can I help you? Like, can we make bulk meals and like feed each other and help each other out in that way? I believe we've lost that sense of community in that way. Like when your neighbor used to come over and ask for sugar or butter or rice, you know, like being able to have that community so that we can help each other to survive. So those are the 10 tips that I have for you all to eat healthy on a budget, okay? If you enjoyed these tips, please give this video a big thumbs up because it really does help me. And leave me a comment and let me know if you have any other tips to help our community who are trying to start this plant-based journey or continue this plant-based journey and need some help with doing things on a budget. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.